Connecticut high school students have the chance to win, get this, $26,000 in the 16th annual Teen Safe Driving Video Contest. And here with me in Studio 61 to talk more about this, we've got the Commissioner of the Department of Motor Vehicles, Tony Guerrera, and a student at last year's winning school, Arts at the Capitol Theater in Willimantic, Isabella Garceau, looking to make it 2 years in a row. Isabella, a pleasure to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, too.
Yeah, glad to have you here. We'll get to you in a second. Commissioner, a pleasure to see you again,
Same here, Tim. Good to see you.
16 years strong. You were just telling me, signed by like Governor Jody Rowe. We've been talking about her this morning. She had a big part in making this happen. Talk about how much of an impact this program has had.
Oh, my God. It's so true, Tim. First of all, my deepest condolences to the Governor Rowe and her family. And again, she was a big part of the teen driving laws, as we all know, back in 2007 and 8. Multiple fatalities throughout the state of Connecticut, where a task force was formed, where she led it. I was part of it as the chair of the Transportation Committee, and we passed laws back in 2008, signing, I believe it was at Concord High School, that said that new laws will be placed for teens in regards to how they're going to drive now.
Who's eligible to take part?
When we talk about teens, you mean?
Just take part in the contest. Is it public school, private school, all schools?
All schools. All schools can participate. It's a great way to learn about the rules of the road because it's their own peers doing it. And that's the beauty of this, Tim, is that they get to present a little video, and it really, drives the message home. It really does, because they see it's them. Not you and I, but them, their friends and their colleagues.
They will listen to them in a way that they don't always listen. One last question before we get to you, Isabella. What are you looking to see in these videos? What do you want to make sure the message is that gets across?
I like to see something different. That's something that we haven't looked at as a group or as a committee, whatever it may be, but something that shows that these are individuals that sometimes don't think that may think they're invincible.
Yes.
And I think these videos show that within a second or two, how lives change, how they can impact somebody's family in regards to a fatality or a serious crash.
All right, Isabella, on to you. You were not a part of the winning video last year, but you were telling me you hope that you're going to get to repeat it. And I want you guys to see some of that video while we're talking about it. Take me through the process of trying to sort of generate ideas. How are you going to come up with an idea?
So when you start creating ideas, you have to look a lot towards yourself and think about, like, what's something unique that I can show this message, and how can it captivate an audience? And when you're thinking about making these videos, you really have to think about every little detail, because every little detail matters. And it comes a lot from either experience or like talking with your families and peers if you don't have your license or permit or something. And I think it's great. I think there's so much creativity that goes into these videos and so much hard work.
Agreed. And we're almost out of time, but I know you had mentioned to me you just got your driver's permit. How is that process? First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
What has the learning process been like for you so far?
I studied a lot before my driver's permit. I'm very type A. So I read through all of the bills, all of the safe driving bills. I read through the entire manual and stuff like that. And it was very nerve-wracking, definitely going into my permit appointment. I did like all the tests and stuff you could do.
Well, I do feel like it's okay. I think a healthy fear in this case is healthy. Oh, real quick, I forgot. Deadline, how can students submit?
They could submit right now, and I believe they have a few more months to submit their
there you go. February 3rd, ct.gov/teendriving/contest. $26,000 could be yours if you've got the winning entry. Thank you so much for being here, Isabella. Thank you.
I'm so glad to be here.
And glad to meet you. Good luck with learning. Commissioner.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, as always. Thank you so much. Remember, like he said, unfortunately, a lot of kids just feel like they're invincible. Erica, I was mentioning this to you. I didn't mention it to the viewers. I went to my 30th high school reunion. South Windsor High School class in 1994. We lost 2 students before we ever got to graduation. It happens, unfortunately.
Yeah, so sad.